Edinburgh, a city rich in history and culture, Shenzhen, a buzzing tech-powered metropolis. At first glance, these two cities couldn't seem more different. So what brought them together as sister cities back in 2019, and what's the untold story behind this training? In this episode of City Dance series, join us as we explore this remarkable friendship.
There's many comparisons and contrasts that you can make between Shenzhen and Edinburgh, and I think age is the most obvious one. Edinburgh this year celebrates its 900th anniversary of being established as a city under the royal warrant. By contrast, Shenzhen is 40 years old, a fantastic experiment, and it's a young city, but it has a rich love of culture, and you can see that in the Shenzhen museums, in the concert hall, fantastic symphony orchestra.
I think that's one of the reasons why the two cities admire each other, because they have different strengths, but they have a shared love of creativity and innovations. What we wanted was the full sister city partnership, which is a rounded civic relationship with another city, and we felt that the level of activity and cooperation going on warranted a full collaboration and a full partnership, and that's what the sister city was all about.
This special relationship between Shenzhen and Edinburgh has also created exciting business opportunities, with strong connections forming between cultural and creative companies in both cities.
Shenzhen has always been a very key target location for me to think about establishing a footprint in China. So since 2019, having the chance to take part in the culture industry fairs, start to build new connections, it's been a great opportunity to see just how dynamic the environment is, the strength of the economy, and the willingness for potential partnerships to be established. It's been an excellent way for both city governments and business representatives to work together to establish these ties. And I think one of the ways that's been particularly successful has been the opportunity to regularly exhibit local businesses and brands, both at cultural industry fairs and high-tech fairs.
I think Shenzhen is such an accessible city that it feels like there's not a lot of constraints. It's easy to get around, it's easy to meet people. We're currently talking to other clients to see whether they want us to do work with them, and if that happens, then the likelihood is we would create a base in Shenzhen.
During my time in Edinburgh, I experienced the city's rich cultural heritage and the warmth of the Scottish people. I realized that sister city relationships ultimately come down to the bonds between individuals.
We formed a very productive relationship, if you like, that was focused on getting the best out of the relationship with Shenzhen. And it was less tied to the traditional roles, if you like. The three personalities between Frank and myself and Zhang really made a good team and made that first 5 years really quite successful.
我们做有成呢，其实一直面临各种各样的困难，然后呢，大多数情况下呢，我觉得是靖哥啊，就是他是我的苏格兰大哥，我是他的中国兄弟。那其实他给了我们很多的帮助，这个很多情况下我们也是这种相依为命。
He's my little Chinese brother. I'm his big Scottish brother. And we keep that connection going through friendship. For me, it was more than a project. It was more than a job. It's become like my mission.
Despite being thousands of miles apart, Edinburgh and Shenzhen shared qualities of inclusivity, vibrancy, and innovation. This training, which have now spanned nearly a decade, have fostered deep links in economy, culture, education, and more. When we celebrate the fruits of sister city relationships, we don't just remember the shining moments, we remember the real, raw friendship between us.